Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest video song from Within Temptation, Bleed Out. There's no point on milking it. Let's just fucking click play and let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Alright?
When innocence born, it is bound to be broken. The shadows appear and they darken the mind. Dying of fear, dying of how deep it cuts, enough is enough. Something's gotta give. I know my mistakes. God bless. She walks in her last winter. The halo round her head it starts to linger. Her fear has died. Her heart is still unbroken. There's no remorse. She doesn't mind. She bleeds out. God bless. She walks in her last winter. The halo round her head it starts to linger. Her fear has died. Her heart is still unbroken. There's a voice inside of me, getting louder, breaking free. She bleeds out. She bleeds out. Blessed are the ones free of mind, free and hoping to walk into worlds never seen what's to come. Your destiny is yours to be chosen. How deep it cuts, enough is enough. Something's gotta give. I know my mistakes. God bless. She walks in her last winter. The halo round her head it starts to linger. Her fear has died. Her heart is still unbroken. There's no remorse. She doesn't mind. She bleeds out. God bless. She walks in her last winter. The halo round her head it starts to linger. Her fear has died. Her heart is still unbroken. There's a voice inside of me, getting louder, breaking free. She bleeds I know my mistake. God bless. She walks in her last winter. The halo round her head it starts to linger. Her fear has died. Her heart is still unbroken. There's no remorse. She doesn't mind. She bleeds out. She bleeds out. There's a voice inside of me, getting louder, breaking free. She bleeds out. She bleeds out. There's a voice inside of me, getting louder, breaking free. She bleeds out. She bleeds out.
Wow, not only the video is impressive, so is the song. I gotta say. What's your take?
I don't trust these videos, man.
The video is beautiful.
I don't trust these videos with this AI stuff around and stuff. Like, I can't trust whether this is like really good motion tracking by the animator's part by animating all that shit, or if it's just they made this video and popped it into an AI studio and the AI studio did it.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever the
It's
case
fucking
may
good.
be, it's very beautiful.
I
Right.
agree. I concur.
But I can't give the full tip of the hat because I don't know. Right?
Whatever. It's not how you get there. It's once you're there. Nobody says that, but I just
Nobody
did know.
says that.
But anyways.
Sometimes it matters how you get there.
Sometimes it's not about the journey. Sometimes it's about the destination. Sometimes it's about the journey and
Sometimes
not
the
as much
journey
about the
is
destination.
what makes the destination.
Okay.
Right? Like,
but for me,
the trials and tribulations within that journey is what makes getting to that said destination even a grandiose event.
all I know is that I like the video.
It's a
So
good
there's
video.
nothing that you can tell me right now that's going to change my mind.
It's a good video.
I like
yes.
the video. I
But
thought the video was well put together.
The song could literally
Oh,
have
fuck, the song
a
could have
picture
been
of
a black-
cardboard. It could
It
be
could have been a black screen.
yeah, it could be a picture of a cardboard box that had the logo and that's it. Like, it still would have been like the music is what made the video, and
Oh, it's a beautiful
the
song.
song is beautiful, man.
Beautiful
fuck,
fucking
the
song,
chorus
man.
is so uplifting. It's so good. But these guys they're just that. I mean, I'll always tell this story whenever we do a video from these guys, but like,
We
these
went to
guys
see them.
are so impressive on the record wise, but live they're even more impressive because how well it translates live.
Yeah, we went to see them. The only time I've seen Within Temptation, the two of us, we went to see them at the
Was
Rebel.
Within Flames.
Was Within Flames, and I remember as if it was today when we walk into the venue. You're like, "Oh, can you buy me an In Flames T-shirt at the end of the show?" And it's like, fuck, okay, I guess I'm spending. Back then, I think it was $40, and I'm complaining about $40. Now
Oh
it's
my
like 60.
God, now it's like 60.
65. Now it's like 65. So, anyways, I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy you an In Flames T-shirt. At the end of the show, I was like, you know what? I'm getting a Within Temptation T-shirt. Because you were just so impressed
by their live
performance,
man.
yeah.
It was one of those things where I was so mesmerized, I was captivated by the performance on stage. It was like, fuck, like it'd be.
Imagine this song live.
It would be. Oh, this song live would be perfect. But it would be such a disservice if I didn't buy that shirt. If I chose to buy that, even though In Flames were really good that night.
They were.
It was more of a shock factor. It's not like I thought they were going to be bad, but I thought they were just going to be, how they are.
I thought they were going to be good.
I thought they were going to be a live version of what they create on the studio.
No, but they were phenomenal.
But they were honestly
phenomenal.
live. They're probably better live than in the studio.
They're phenomenal
it's a
live
phenomenal
band. It's a
live
phenomenal show.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal show.
So that's why I'll always give a tip to the hat to these guys. I mean, they're fucking great.
But this song is outstanding, though.
But this song, it just makes me want to see it live now, because live is gonna enhance it.
This song is beautiful.
It's gonna be.
The sound of this song is great, in the way that the keyboards and the synths are incorporated in the overall soundscape. You could hear them there, you can feel them there, but they're not really hiding or covering the guitars and the drums and the bass.
The song
and stuff.
has its heaviness.
The song has its heaviness. There is some metal in it. Like it has some heavy moments. It's a song that's not just like overly thin with
and your heavy elements that come in, they're not getting drowned out, which is very nice.
Which is very nice. It makes the song feel more complete. It makes the song feel more together. It gives it this larger than life experience. It's like an arena song. It's a song that you can play in front of like 100,000 people in the Maracana. You know what I mean? Like it has this larger than life feel. And I really like that. The other beauty about this song, I was talking to somebody today. I was actually talking to the bass player from Tesseract. They have a new album coming out, and I was talking to him about the upcoming record. And I was saying to him that I love bands, because they're one of those bands, and this song reminds me of that. I love bands that can make arena-style songs, massive songs, that don't necessarily use the ploys that some other bands use in order to make their songs big. No, the song is big, but you can still hear all the different elements within, and then the keyboards come in a way that complements that experience and just elevates the track. And then there's another thing in the songs that's really important in order to make them arena size, which is some tracks when you listen to, it's almost like the song is it's in a box. Like the sound travels, but when it reaches the perimeter, it bounces back and it comes back into the middle. Like the song feels like it's very boxed in. You know, and I don't want to name any bands, but there's a lot of bands that have that sort of sound experience. I mean, it sounds great, but the sound doesn't travel. It feels like controlled, right?
Yeah.
And these guys, this song, the sound just travels. It's there's almost like no end in sight. You know what I mean? Like when we were talking about that Marduk song where the bell.
Yeah.
Remember the bell?
Where
when it was
it's
about to
actually-
dissipate, another one came
Exactly.
in. You know?
It brings out throughout the entire song.
And that
But yet it doesn't feel like it's being overly rung.
exactly. So having the understanding of using an element like a bell to do that expands the footprint of the
It's
track.
very musically smart.
Exactly. And the way this song is put together, it doesn't feel like the song, or the sound, I should say, is bouncing off of something and coming back into the middle. No, it's almost like a ripple effect. When you throw a stone into a pond, it creates the ripples, and then they go until they completely dissipate into the oblivion of said lake. You know what I mean? So the song kind of has that beauty to it. It feels simple, but you can tell it's complex. You know what I mean? It has layers, but the layers are not like overimposed one on another, so it's easy to digest the track. And then when you put all of this together, the song just has this sound that just goes out there. And then when you have a vocalist like this that can also then do the same vocally as what the sound is doing, because her vocals, especially in that chorus, when she says bleed out, like it is bleeding out. It's like the voice is bleeding out into the track is phenomenal, and there's no bounce back.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
it's sewn into the track at that point.
yeah,
Like
it's part of the fabric of
part
the
of the
song.
fabric. Yeah.
Of the song. Wow, what a track! Like really, what a track! I love this song. All right, anything else you want to add? I think the only thing I want to add is when are they coming back to play in Toronto?
Yeah.
That's all I gotta add. Because now we got a history. You don't have to play at the Rebel. You play at History.
Yeah, play history. I think more bands need to play history.
I think they did it, if I'm not mistaken, last year, or maybe earlier this year. I think it was last year. They did a tour with Iron Maiden in North America. I don't remember if they played Toronto. I know Iron Maiden played Toronto. They played it at the Air Canada Centre. But they were changing who the opening band was. And I don't remember if Within Temptation was the band that opened for Iron Maiden in Toronto.
I can ask a friend of mine because he went.
But I honestly don't want to see them at Air Canada Centre opening for Iron Maiden. I want to see them at History headlining. So that's kind of where I'm
I
at.
want to see them anywhere, to be honest with you. I think I want to see them history headlining because obviously bigger set and they're the main band. But seeing them seeing them as even an opening band, but on a big stage like that.
Depending, like, not to shit on Iron Maiden, but that was not an appealing concert for me.
No,
not because of them.
No,
but
it's because I would be spending money to watch them and then go home.
Yeah.
Because to be honest,
I have no interest in watching Iron Maiden right now. Like I've
seen them live.
I've been there, got the T-shirt in whatever.
I saw them live, and when they were playing like all their hits, at least, right? And then you saw them.
I saw them more. I've seen them like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
and to me that's like
that's enough. And to be honest, I saw them doing their hits, so I feel like that's also enough because now they're playing stuff from the newest album.
Oh, they're always gonna play some
from
stuff.
the newest album, right?
Always.
But the newest album was also like
it didn't do it for me.
Terrible, right?
Yeah.
So
well,
not terrible, but it wasn't in our eyes. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Well.
It wasn't what the old stuff is.
True enough.
So it wouldn't be worth it in the end.
Yeah, I wasn't too excited about that lineup. Now, if they were coming to North America, 'cause I think they did a tour in Europe with Evanescence. Now
Ooh.
that
would be. That's more of
that I would love to go to that.
Yeah.
Like that is a different story. That's a different story. I think it was a cool headlining tour that they did.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that's a different story. But some people love Iron Maiden. It is what it is.
I want to see a triple tour. These guys, Evanescence and Nightwish. I think that needs to happen.
Nah, fuck that shit.
That would.
Evanescence.
I think Evanescence
Within Temptation and Lord of the Lost.
Ooh, wait. Now you're just pulling like.
Lord of the Lost also opened for Iron Maiden in
Europe.
Europe.
But I feel like also Nightwish wouldn't fit those two. Like,
they're not touring, remember?
I forgot. They took a hiatus. Yes,
yeah,
but I feel like Evanescence and these guys, they work really well together when it comes to like
the experience.
The experience that you'll get.
Yeah.
Nightwish is also a band experience-wise, but they're on the hiatus. But I also feel like sound-wise, they don't really fit
these two.
Some of the older stuff from these guys
May-
fit
maybe,
better with the
yeah,
Nightwish,
maybe
but
that.
the bands don't all have to fit together.
That's
I
true.
I just feel like now you're like
No, you're just,
overindulging.
I'm overindulging.
Now you're overindulging.
Oh, but the Lord of the Lost wasn't overindulging.
No, because it's a completely different sound from
That's true.
from them.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I want to see Lord of the Lost on Scotiabank big ass
Nah,
stage.
nah.
Come on, we saw them at Eurovision big ass stage. I want to see them.
No, I think you know what I would love to see from them. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing from these guys an all acoustic show,
Ooh, yes.
like in a small venue, like Opera House, all acoustic. Boom, Bob's your uncle. Play 2 nights back to back because it's a smaller venue.
Even
back to
opera
back.
houses, I'd say even fucking 2 nights and do it at Elizabeth sit down venue because that's where they did
They can do it-
Apocalyptica.
You can do it at Sony Center for Performing
Sony
Arts.
Center for
Anyways,
Performing Arts,
we're
yes.
getting carried away here, but I love those kind of tours as well. Those kind of shows that are a little bit more out of the box, a little bit more special, acoustic, that kind of shit. I not enough bands do that kind of thing, and I really appreciate that because it's a different way of enjoying music that you love,
Now
and
you
a
said
different
Lord
way
of
of
the Lost.
digesting songs that you've digested many times before.
You fucked me over here because throughout the entire day, the song that was stuck in my head throughout this entire day was 99 Luftballons. And now in my head is just Lorelei from Lord of the Lost.
That's their biggest hit, you know.
Yeah, cry, Lorelei. Like, come on.
You're no Chris.
Yeah.
So, on that note, guys, I thank you very much for watching. This song is phenomenal. Like, really, I'm fucking digging this song. I really am. Super catchy and
Very catchy. Just
I
a good experience.
just a fucking good song. It cleanses your soul.
It does.
That's what it does.
It does.
That's what it does. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And please, spare us the Iron Maiden hate. Not the hate on Iron Maiden, the hate on us for
not liking the new album.
or not being huge Iron Maiden fans. But hey, it is what it is. Not everybody can be,
It's
Eddie.
like Metallica. I would not go see Metallica again.
Kinda.
Right? Like
A
I
lot
saw
of these
them.
legacy bands, to be honest with you,
Once is enough. Once is enough.
Like
Perfect.
no, I've kind of
Like even Slayer. Like I've seen Slayer twice now. I think that's enough.
Well, you're not going to see them again unless they do a reunion tour. So.
It will happen, but like,
But you've never been a big Slayer fan to begin with, so like.
even if I was, 2 is it's good enough.
Yeah. Well, I don't agree with that point of view. If you're a big fan of the band, there's no such thing as enough.
True.
You always want to see the band every single time that they play.
True. But I think I've seen them now. I saw them at a festival, and I've seen them headline that tour.
They
Right.
also headlined at the festival, but okay.
They headlined the festival too.
Anyways.
And, with wasn't it Evanescence that played?
They also played there.
Yeah.
At Heavy Montreal.
Yeah.
So no, I just think when you love a band, like when you're a big fan of a band, I don't think it matters how many times you see the band.
I think
Because you
it's
always
those-
want to see them.
I think it's just
but
those
I
legacy
think it's
bands.
just for me, some of the legacy bands, I'm just not as much into it as I was back in the day when I was a kid, when I was getting into metal. It's just it is what it is. It's just where
There's so much other music.
there's so
now.
much other music. I'd rather discover other music and listen to other bands and you know. Listen to bands that make me feel something. Like this song, when I listen to this song, it makes me feel something. And that's, I think, something that's missing in music these days. It's so formatted and following so many formulas that it's losing a little bit of its organic vibe. And it's harder, at least for me, I'm a person that music has to connect with me at a different level. It's not just a good riff, a good song. Like, no, I need to feel like, I need to feel inspired by the music. I need to feel like the music is transcending, you know, it's touching my soul. And this song, it's not over the top. It's not the greatest Within Temptation song I've ever heard, but it's a fucking outstanding track. That's what it is, and I love it. And I would love to hear this song live.
Yeah.
So, there you go. And on that note, by the way, I've seen like Ghost 6 times live.
That's different. Ghost, they change up the entire. Every time we've seen Ghost, is a completely different show.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a different lineup of songs, but some of them are the same. But it's a completely different show. Slayer, the both times I saw Slayer
pretty
live,
much the same
it was
set.
the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. I've seen Slayer like 6 times too. So, anyhow, on that note, guys, we'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.